This is Syst3m Glitch, and you're listening to The State of Synth on Nightride.fm.
Alright, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome everyone here to the State of Synth. How you doing tonight, Mr. Neon Fawkes?
I'm doing okay, Groot. How about you?
I'm doing okay, man. I tell you what, I've been playing Narita Boy like it is going out of style, man. I love it so much.
I love the soundtrack.
It is amazing. The game is amazing. I've just been playing it for hours and hours and just having a good time, man. I'm so glad that I got it and I bought it. And, you know, I'm just slashing those, like, deer that have, like, the CRT monitors attached to their head and all that shit. And it's great.
I love the action and gameplay in it. I need to get it.
Yeah. You definitely got to pick it up.
It's pretty much on every platform, right?
I think so, yes. I was going to get it for the Switch, but I ended up getting it for Steam. And it was on Game Pass, so there's really no excuse to not play this awesome game. Anyway, man, we are in for a great show here this evening. We have a very cool guest. He goes by the name of Syst3m Glitch.
Yeah.
And before we do, we're going to go ahead into our top story of the evening. Top story of the evening. Not much. I tell you, every week, you know, it's great. We keep on cranking out great tunes. The artists keep putting out great albums. But on the synthwave news front, not much is really happening. It's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, I know. Dodging, what do you call it? Those things that tumble through tumbleweed.
Tumbleweeds are rolling past the station. Yep. That is true. But that certainly never stops our freshly rescued news reporter, Vosto Vlad, for having at least something to say. And let's see if he is out there. I think he's still floating around at sea. Vosto, are you out there, buddy?
This is Vosto Vlad reporting live from the middle of Lake Baikal. And yes, Secret Agent S5E7 and I are still aboard Dr. Schultz's Schleswig-Holstein cruising vessel. It's been a full week since we escaped from the KGB operatives, and there is absolutely nothing bad going to happen today. I'm sure you are expecting me to have some wild news story for you, but in the world of synthwave, honestly, there just isn't much going on right now. So that's why me and Secret Agent S5E7 have been boat racing down the river in this nifty inner tune. We've been having so much fun, drinking and inner tube water skiing, we haven't had much time to cover any news stories. In fact, it seems Dr. Schultz somehow managed even to pull in excellent radio reception of Nightride FM by using some type of weird hand crank apparatus he built out of coat hangers and coconuts.
Yes, it's actually quite an achievement. You simply turn the crank right here and the frequency would automatically tune into Nightride FM and play it through this intercom here. In fact, if we increase the intensity of the music, we can create a low field resonance that can act as a kind of a force field. See here, I will have Agent Stand Still demonstrate.
It seems when the team needs a hero to crank the radio to its maximum level, they need to look no further than Agent Stand Still.
In fact, I designed it so that the music can be heard from 1,000 miles away. In fact, I bet that armored ship that is heading towards us can hear every note.
Wait, what armored ship?
If you are blind, look at this Schleswig-Holstein radar. The enemy is about to approach us, and we need to get into our battle positions. You will control the main 500mm main battery gun.
But I have no experience with such a gun.
It's okay. It's automatic. You just have to press that green button when you want it to fire. And then the fire control system will do the rest. I will take control of the force field generator and the secondary battery guns.
And that leaves me with the torpedoes.
Yes, we will show them. We will show. Stan, what am I trying to say?
We will show them what the Schleswig-Holstein is made of.
Yes, we will show them that. Yes, Schleswig-Holstein. Hans, where are you? Hans.
Who's Hans?
A fantastic mechanic, an anti-aircraft gun specialist. But I think he's having schnapps in the kitchen. Never mind then. There are no aircrafts attacking us for now. All I see is a Russian tin can.
And I also have a surprise. I wiretapped their ship before I went to save Vosto Vlad. So we can hear what they are saying by pressing this button here.
We are close to our target. What is that tin can?
Looks like some old German ship from the First World War. They called it the Syst3m or something.
Syst3m. What a bad name choice. Let's destroy it, so we rid the world of such horrible names. Boris, send 5 heat-seeking torpedoes towards that ugly ship at 100 knot speed.
Ugly German ship? We'll see about that. Your Russian ship is the tin can, and you will see why. Initiating force field. That caught your torpedoes real nicely, didn't it? Now, Vostovlad, fire!
And here we go.
Damn it! We completely missed. Agent, stand still. Schnell! Fire the torpedoes!
Stand still will save the day in 3, 2, 1.
Boris, I don't get it. How come our torpedoes didn't hit?
We must have missed or something. No problem. They forgot we have a fast destroyer. We can just simply dodge their torpedoes. Watch this. See? Very easy. Now pass me some of the vodka and let's fire again.
It seems like they can't penetrate us, but we also can't match their speeds with our weapons.
You're right. I guess it's time for the Nini Schultz submarine.
A submarine made for one person only. The submarine is fast and can get close to any ship, at which point the torpedo is launched and the target is destroyed. Sounds like a mission for me. I'm going, guys.
Did I hear that correctly? The mini submarine only has the single torpedo. We only have one chance to win.
Precisely. But we need to survive a little bit more. Turn on the dark synth music to make the force field more powerful. Yeah.
Boris, how come our shots look like they disappeared just before they rolled ugly ship?
I don't know. Maybe we are drunk or something. Maybe it's time to bring our big Lenin rocket. We don't have much time. I can see them about to activate their Lenin rocket. Agent, stand still. They are about to fire.
Well, I'm about to stop them right now. I'm already close to their ship. And 3, 2, 1. Direct hit!
Boris, we are sinking.
Yes, it seems like we are.
I don't know how we will explain this to our boss, but for now, let's just go to the safety boat.
Wait, let me get my vodka.
Yes, get the vodka and let's go, Boris. Come on, давай.
All right, guys. Agent Stan Steele is back. Are we ready to celebrate my victorious blow to the enemy? Where is everyone? I better go to the kitchen then. They're probably celebrating me there.
Welcome, Agent Stan Steele. Have some taste of this sunset sarsaparilla.
I have saved the Schleswig-Holstein.
And did you see my incredible force field, Hans? especially when we put on the dark synth power.
Yeah. Ooh, schnapps is good.
But did you see my torpedo hit? Anyone?
Stand still. Pass me that Fanta bottle, please.
What?
I'll do it, Schultz. Here you go. Agent Stand Still, I saw your hit, man.
You did?
Yes, it was magnificent. Without it hitting in time, we could have sunk.
That's why Agent Stan Steele is here.
Indeed. Now, off to some tube surfing, everyone. Who's in?
Let's go.
Yeah, tube surfing.
Yeah. Hans likes tube surfing. And back to you, Dennis.
All right. Thank you very much, Vosto Vlad and Agent Stan
Stan Steele.
Stan Steele, yes.
Stan Steele.
I keep forgetting. But yes, apparently Vosto has found that he is good to go, man. He's off doing his thing with Dr. Schultz, and where else can this season go? Honestly, I don't think we can go any further.
Oh, jeez. Count on Vosto to really take it sideways, though.
And he does every time. I tell you what, Jules, why don't we go ahead and drop some shout-outs? I'm sure we have a couple listeners out there, right?
Oh, yeah. Let's jump into the shout-outs, because I've been keeping a little list here, seeing who's naughty and nice. But, yeah, we've got Knight Rider tuned in. We've got Best Korea. Syst3m Glitch is sneaking a listen in before he jumps on with us. Karin has joined us. Blake Carpenter's in the chat. Jacket's in the chat. Rex Balls. Bread is in there. Dysterian is in there. Art the Brawler. Hannah Baird is in there. Comrade Nixco. The Wanderer 1990. Craig Packman is listening from work because it's like 9-something a.m. for him down in Aussie land.
Nice.
And Alex Salvador. Night Razor's with us. Howls. IRQ Conflict. Gothica. Anarcho. Nutella. And then, you know what? We've got our first person complaining about no music, Patrick Bloom over in YouTube.
Oh, I should have been listening earlier.
And then, yeah, Funky Man 831, who isn't impressed with a Russian-speaking German. But hey, if you're listening, pop into the chat, say hi, and we'll give you a shout-out.
Indeed, we will give you a shout-out. We do this as a live show. It is live on Night Ride FM each and every single week until we get sick and tired of doing it, or you get sick and tired of us doing it. But in the meantime, I tell you what, why don't we go ahead and drop a fresh tune for our YouTube listeners that just want to hear some damn music.
Of course. By the way, one quick last shout-out. The Smudge has joined into the chat, and Liger Zero. So anyways, Tampa, Florida artist Dream Chaser dropped a new single last week with vocals and lyrics by Aaron Marsh of Copeland. Here's Neon Nights by Dream Chaser right here on Night Ride FM.
Dance with me in the darkness. Baby looks good in the neon light. Baby looks good in the neon light. Close now. Baby looks good in the Baby looks good in the neon light. You glow beyond the room like a neon moon. Walk back to our room and see how soon. Underneath the night like some sweet perfume. Closer now, baby, move slow the way new lovers move. Don't know what I'd be, don't know what I'd do without you here. Took damn near half a lifetime to find you. Keep looking my way, keep making me whole. When the daylight fades into this neon glow, I'll keep holding you away. Still at night, and if I never leave this place, I'll be alright. Baby looks good in the neon light. Close now. Baby looks good in the neon light. Baby looks good in the neon light.
Yes, and that was Dream Chaser featuring Aaron Marsh of Copeland with
Wow.
Neon Nights.
What a track.
I love it, man. I love that tune. I love Dream Chaser stuff. He sent me a CD a while ago, a long time ago, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm glad he's putting out new stuff. I mean, he's a good solid producer.
It was you put this release on our release radar. Our last few shows, we've been saying that this was going to drop last Friday.
Yes, I saw it. I tuned it in,
Yeah,
dialed it
good
up,
catch.
and yeah, I dig it a lot. It's so very good.
By the way, a quick shout out to Emerald, Kamala, and Deedle over in YouTube. Thanks for tuning in.
Deedle's tuning in. Very good.
Beads.
We appreciate you tuning in when you do. All right. We do have a very special guest. You know that, right, Jules?
Well, yeah, since we just played a Dream Chaser track, which he's from Tampa. So
Yes.
since we're on a Florida kick, why don't we bring on our special guest,
Yes, let's.
Monsieur Syst3m Glitch, aka Bobby, who hails from Daytona Beach.
Yes. And
What is going on, boys?
here he is.
Ah,
Woohoo!
Hey!
welcome.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. I see IRC firing up. I'm just so excited. I'm usually on the other side of the listener portal here, so this is really cool.
Oh, great. You even brought in Michael Knight into the IRC.
Oh,
did.
nice.
I did.
Ooh.
I did.
Excellent. We have a full house of listeners to hear us talk about things.
Yeah, we've been chomping at the bit to have Mr. Glitch on the show.
Yeah.
I think now you've got some of your own tunes dropping soon with an album. So yes, it's time.
Yes, let's dig in. In fact, I heard about you from a good friend of ours, Dimmy K, long time ago. That was like, man, I feel like that was, what, maybe a year ago?
Yeah. I was just talking to Dimmy. It was yesterday, as a matter of fact. And I said, I feel like we just met, and holy crap, it's been almost a year. It's just lockdown does this for people, you know. This year in the pandemic, man, time space just doesn't work the way it used to. So
It's a little off.
Yeah, a little off.
I hear that Dimmy's an asshole.
Yeah, he's a real piece of crap.
That guy.
Yeah.
Dimmy's awesome.
Dimmy's about one
Dimmy-
of the sweetest people that I know.
There's only a few people in this world that I think when you say their name, everyone feels obliged to. The first thing you hear is, "Oh, he's a great guy."
Yep.
That's just the canned response when the name Demi K comes up. So
Yeah. I mean, he's really good for the community. He's always about promoting artists and promoting people and just uplifting people's spirits, which is just
he's
amazing.
a collab monster too.
Yeah, he's
a-
pretty much
Yeah,
worked with
he comes
everybody.
from Planet Nice. But anyways, enough about Demi. We're here
Yeah.
to talk about the other collab monster.
Syst3m Glitch, man. You've been working with everybody recently, man. You've just been firing it up on all cylinders. I know you've been working. You've done some stuff with Demi. You've done some stuff with Turbo Knight, and man, you seem like you're all over the place. Now you're coming out with your own album, and this is amazing. You got picked up by Aztec. Like, do you sleep?
I used to. I think I remember what sleep feels like. I wrote it down. But yeah, I do get some rest. As a matter of fact, honestly, I think I kind of came flying out of the gate with just so much verve, just because I felt like I had never really discovered a musical home. You know what I mean? And synthwave is really a place that I can say like I live here. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think I was riding a huge adrenaline wave, like the likes of which I've never had, because I was so excited about discovering this genre and finding a style of music that I could just start writing. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like a transition. I didn't have to study it. I didn't have to learn it. I lived it. I grew up, you know what I mean, in the 80s. And so this is just a perfect space for me. And so I think, yeah, I don't know. Dennis Jules, like we goof off so much like behind the scenes that I don't know when to stop talking and when to start talking. So you're gonna have to tell me.
No, you're perfect.
No,
But,
you're doing great.
Hey, Bobby, shut up. We have a commercial to.
Okay, well, so I was following one thread a little bit earlier because
Yeah.
it was about your singing. But first, like, when is the first time you picked up an instrument?
I was 4, and I was at my grandparents' house. And there was a piano on the opposite side of the living room, and I opened the piano bench, and I swear that piano bench had not been opened since like 1956, and it had some of my dad's old piano books in it. And I come from a musical family, and I put some of the music up on the page. I was illiterate at the time. I couldn't read words, but I could kind of get the gist, you know what I mean? So I just kind of made words up. And I kind of got the gist that when the dots went up, that meant higher, and when the dots went down, that meant lower. So I was just making up my own music, and I was just singing gibberish and moving my hands all over the keys. And my grandparents picked up on that and said, he consistently does this when he comes over to the house. So I started taking piano when I was 4. Man, I got some secrets for you since you asked.
Yes.
At the age of 14, I was actually labeled a prodigy on keys. And that ended terribly because I wasn't.
No.
So
the old false prodigy.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I picked it up.
It's like my mom telling
Yeah.
me, oh, you know what? Your tennis coach says you're going to be a superstar.
Right.
You go out and you get whacked on the head too many times with the tennis ball, and you're like, nah, maybe I'm not.
And then here you are like 30 years later, and all you got was the elbow from it, and that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks,
But
Mom.
that's the first instrument I picked up, and then I was about 16. I got a janky guitar. It was horrible. And anybody who's ever tried to pick up guitar knows that if you buy a cheap guitar, that'll be the first thing that'll make you quit guitar.
Yep.
So I quit guitar, and I didn't start up again until probably about 3 years ago. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
So you're doing guitar, you got the keys, you're singing, you got the vocals, and
I do play sax.
And you play sax?
That's a thing too. But I know when to hire somebody better than me, and we'll have an example of that tonight.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you got
This
some great
singing.
stuff.
The singing stuff.
How does that work? Like, I thought you were just one of these producers who, has a bunch of instruments like lying all over his house, and you can play instruments. But I had no idea you could actually, make sounds into a microphone.
Yeah, man. How does the singing thing work? Do you like?
Yeah.
Do you
where did that-
do you use
how
a
do you do
microphone?
that?
Do you just shout into your iPhone? Which actually, I've actually heard more often than not, a lot of people record vocals and stuff on their iPhone. I could not believe it. And really, awesome producers too. I was like, what? That's crazy.
That
But
kinda hurts
I guess
my soul a
it's
little,
a
though.
Yeah.
it's a testament to the quality of the microphone, I guess.
Yeah, I've been in a pinch before and done like some commercial work on an iPhone, like at a truck stop.
Nice.
Where like, they're just like, we need you to say the words "coming this summer," and we need it like right now.
There's like a truck.
So
Trailer voice.
A
trailer
Mack
yeah,
truck in
I
the
do have
background.
trailer voice. Yeah, so that's part of my side hustle. But I do a lot of commercial work. So
Coming
we do
soon.
a lot of Kia Elantra, $159 a month. All that. stuff.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah, that's me. You hear me on the radio all the time. You just don't know.
Let's just make like random State of Synth like reference commercials. We could just make them up. In fact, if you guys out there in the chat want us to do an on-the-fly commercial, we're just gonna whip something up. Just like shout a brand out, and we'll we'll make all these wacky things. And I love the movie. The movie commercials for me are like my favorite when you hear.
Oh
like,
yeah, Don
Coming
LaFontaine, that guy,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
voice. Oh man, rip, rest in peace, man. But he was the voice. But
He
I've already
was.
got one planned out for you guys though, so this is
nice.
good. Neon Fawkes t-shirts, completely free, just tonight.
No.
There you go, Jules.
Oh my god, my
You're
wallet.
welcome.
Only $99.99. We're just kidding about the free part.
Oh my god, you know what? You should start up your own Honest Trailers website.
Oh man, absolutely.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Wait, so how long? So how did you manage to do the singing then?
Oh, so
He uses his voice,
The original
Jules.
question, yeah. So I actually, so when I kind of came of age, I started producing in Orlando, and I served as a backup singer for a long time. But I was an in-house engineer at a place called KDS. It was a studio downtown. And it was where Christina Aguilera and R. Kelly recorded a lot. And so I would sit in on sessions and do all this, that, and the other. But I was, every now and again would have a chance to sort of stand in and do like a backup. But I would never meet these guys. You're never in the same room. But
Right.
we'd pass each other in the hall, and I just would be under strict orders not to say a thing. But I sang a lot of backups on a lot of albums. Spent a lot of my time. I gotta admit, I've been a good church boy for a long time too. And you'll hear this to be a really common theme, man. A lot of musicians that have like a lot of like ability to stack piano and vocals and perform live, they get a lot of practice, right? And for me, like having that venue and that opportunity, I've been playing and singing for years now. You know what I mean? So like it's so great to be able to, maybe take that to a stage, live, in a synthwave format. I think I've got the confidence and the comfort to be able to do that now.
And
But,
now you're kicking butt, man. You got your new album that is just about the crack onto the scene, man. We're so excited to hear it. Let's we're gonna go ahead and give a track a listen here, and I think this is from the album. But before we do, we actually have a special request from Hannah B. And apparently there's a show. I've never heard of this show, but it's called Hannah and Dennis Do a Thing. I've never heard of that show, but she wants to know if you can do a special plug for Hannah and Dennis Do a Thing. So
when's the first episode?
It's already. I think it's already been on. She does it with this goofball dude. I don't really know who he is, but
okay.
So just say. I don't know how we're gonna word it here. Hannah and Dennis Do a
I
Thing.
totally got you. Are you ready?
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Be sure to tune in this summer to Hannah and Dennis Do a Thing. It's freaking awesome.
I love it.
There you go.
Oh, on that note, thank you for doing that. Let's hear a song. Why not?
All right.
What do we got lined up
Okay.
here, Jules?
So you know what? Well, let's play this song, and when we come back, you can tell us all about Van Duran.
Yes.
And
All
this
right.
song. All right.
Got it.
So from your this dropped yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm. Yesterday.
Your first track from your upcoming album. This is called Starshine Bright by Syst3m Glitch and Van Duran here on Night Ride FM.
every fear. The galaxy's reflecting in your eyes. Let the stars shine bright. We're past the point of no return. I know we'll make it there in time. I see the questions in your eyes. So let the stars shine bright tonight. 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 Let the stars shine bright tonight.
And once again, that was Stars Shine Bright by our good friend Syst3m Glitch featuring Van Durand. Yeah.
Durand.
Durand. I think I got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's Finnish for goes around, he told me.
Oh, nice.
So Van goes around.
It does go around.
Quick shout out to Kit and Thetanbait
Hey,
over in the IRC chat. And Mikhail Ustinov over in YouTube, who just before we went to music, he's like, "Where's the music?"
Oh, yes. One of those.
Well, here you go. We played your tune. Back
Now
to
we
the
got
talking.
more talking. In fact, we had some cool things come in over the break. Some extra trailers for our good buddy
dear God.
to do. We have a couple fun ones.
I gotta scroll up now. Hang on a second. Oh golly.
The Rex Balls was funny.
The Rex Balls one's good. You ready?
Yes. Let's
Here we
do
go.
it.
Night Razor, I got this for you. Here we go.
Rex's balls. If you don't have Rex's, you've got no balls.
So there's that one.
I love it. And there's one
Night
more. that I
Razor has
saw.
another one, Dr. Schultz's morality remover.
Yes.
I can try to hack that if you want. Let's see.
Do it.
Dr. Schultz's morality remover. I'll take 2.
So there we go. That's all I got.
Beautiful. We're isolating all these, and we're going to insert them all over the place, like on shows, in between songs. You're going to be jamming out to like Droid Bishop, and then the music's going to stop, and you're just going to hear Rex's balls.
Art the Brawler in chat just said, I'll take 1,000.
Honestly,
Sold!
Yes!
Syst3m Glitch is a music producer, folks. He is really.
I actually do
so-
this stuff. So,
Yes.
Yes. Speaking of
This-
producing, so this
Sure.
last song that we just played was by you from your album, and this is Van Durand. And yeah, man, how'd you hook up with him? He's a great singer, and it's such a great song.
Yeah, so the singer on this song is me, but I will tell you this. Here's how this worked. Van Durand, you know what? You're not wrong, because Van is actually singing on the song as well. He was a opera singer back in the day,
Oh, okay.
and actually sings very sneakily an octave below me on this song. So just for a little bit of beef, you know.
that.
So I met Van Durand through Turbo Night, and Van does all of Turbo Night's mastering.
Okay.
And I think has sort of been with him for a really long time. I think Turbo at one point was signed to Cavarici, if I'm not mistaken, and Van was managing that label.
Yes.
It was a French house label though, and like a synth pop label. So not really. I wouldn't say it really would necessarily. I think it kind of borders this space, but doesn't really intersect. That's why you've never heard of any of these guys, and none of these guys have ever heard of any of us, and blah, you know. But he now works full time for Roland. If you're familiar with Roland, they are obviously a big
Never heard of them.
You've never heard
of
Roland
them.
before.
Never.
He's telling the lies. So
Do you know what?
yeah, right. So he's a sound designer for Roland. So his job is he gets a blank synthesizer from Roland. He programs the noises that go into those synthesizers that make you decide to buy those synthesizers.
What?
And then
happens?
People
and
do
then
that?
Roland lets him keep the board that he used. So the guy's got a wall of synths. So it's a pretty sweet deal. But he's a great mastering engineer. What happened was Turbo put me onto him for mastering the Beyond Stars album, which is the name of the debut project that comes out in June. And we built a really good relationship, you know, just kind of talking back and forth. We found out we had some of the same roots and loves and all that stuff. And when he got to track number 8, which is what Stars Shine Bright is, he said, you know, I'm happy to master this for you, but can I get on it? And I'm like, yeah, I've never heard any of your work. I'm assuming it's probably pretty good. Can you show me something? And he showed me his entry for the for Gunship, for the Gunship remix, the drone racing league.
Right.
Apparently he won 3rd place on that one. That's a big contest too.
It's not too shabby.
And that track was monstrous, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know if I can handle this guy. You know what I mean? Like, I hope I can keep up. And he's actually really helped during the later stages of the album to help me kind of elevate my game. Yeah. So that's how we met, and he's on the album. And this is no small speculation here. This is actually a pretty legit claim, because we're already building out a playlist for this, just for studying. But we're putting out an EP together, like either late this fall or this winter.
You heard it here first.
You did hear it here first, actually.
Right, FM.
All right. So now, okay.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
There's another vocalist on that track, Star Shine
Is there?
Bright, isn't there?
Oh, the girl voice.
Yeah, who's the girl voice?
What do you got?
on
Like
that?
this collection of voices, just
That is
left and right.
actually, believe it or not, that's Mrs. Glitch. That is my wife. And I tell you, I say this all the time. I'm producing the wrong superstar in our house, because like she literally walked in, listened to the song one time, read the lyrics, took a take of a harmony, and walked out of the room. That was it. And it took me hours to get the comp that I wanted on those vocals. And she was just like, does this work? And I'm like, oh, yeah.
She
There
like
you go,
dropped
honey.
the mic.
Now go take out the trash.
Right. Yeah. So that's my wife. We're still a musical family. So
Well, there you go. Wow.
Yeah. Thanks.
Got singers coming out your ears, man.
I married up.
You married up, man. That's good. And of course, you're with Aztec Records, and man, they're just scooping up everybody. Like, just awesome groups, man. Like every
I think
artist.
Aztec has more artists now on their Bandcamp page than New Retrowave and Fixed Neon combined.
And they're good artists too. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, Griff and Syst3m Glitch
Primo and
Thought Beings. Man,
Yeah.
Sunglasses Kid, Jay
Sunglasses
Diggs
Kid.
Yes, Jay Diggs.
It's
is on
ridiculous.
Aztec. I think there are a couple other artists that I'd love to give some shout outs to. I think Max Parker is going to blow your mind. He's brand new to them. Natalie Gray, I think, was just announced yesterday.
Yes.
She's a British kind of pop star over there. And then Morpheus, of course, who I've worked with in the past. I think he's got some really good material coming out too. I've heard the album. It's phenomenal.
Karn's played some. Well, obviously they got Power Rob from Megatronics is over there.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Bunny X and Adam Sienna. Karn's played a few of his tracks. I love Adam Sienna.
Utropic,
Jeez.
who I
Yes.
love. I think their vibe is super unique, and they're brave as heck. Just they know what they're about. You know what I mean?
On Man ends in '84. Oh, geez. Yeah, the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
Speaking of lists,
Jeez.
goes on and on. Now, you've done so many awesome remixes. In fact, the first time I heard you was a remix that you did. I mean, you just like killed it out. I think it was for a Jacket remix, and you just remixed the hell out of that and just blew the song in like this other dimension, which was just like amazing.
Your Oakley remix. Good Lord. So was the Michael Oakley remix? Oh, but for those listening, Syst3m Glitch here did a remix of Control by Michael Oakley. Was that your first like splash into the synthwave scene?
That was the first synthwave track I ever tried. Yeah.
Wow.
And I think here's what I learned throughout the album project is that I actually do have a sound. And I was a little concerned, and I have to say this. First off, I love collaborating. I love remixing. I think remixing is an art unto itself, and I consider myself a student of it, not a master of it. But I think in the beginning, of my synthwave run here, most of my work that I was putting out was sort of like caricatures of the 80s, if that makes sense. It wasn't so much like, authentic because this is like what I'm doing. It was more like, oh, I think I'm supposed to do this because this is an 80s type thing, or I think I'm supposed to do this. And I was kind of using a lot of like techniques, devices, stylings, and stuff like that because I thought that was kind of mandatory, right?
Right.
And now I'm kind of getting a little bit more confidence, a little more comfort. I think the album is really going to shock people because, like, if you've enjoyed some of the stuff already, and I really hope you have, then this is just a complete like dive into the crowd on the opposite direction, but the Control remix I absolutely loved. I came from EDM before this, so I think it was a natural fit, you know what I mean? But I love the song, and man, when somebody gives you a good song to remix and good source material, like sometimes it just happens, it just unfolds, and you just got to write it all down when it comes to you. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
You recently did a remix for Geovok.
I did. Yeah, that's the last remix I put out. It was Tomorrow's Scars. It's off of his Behind Closed Doors album. That one ended up getting featured in a couple of places, which is just wonderful. We would have taken all the time in the world, but he was so kind as to say that he would actually allow the remix to come out a little bit earlier to make room for the album to have its own space to shine in.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's really respectful. You don't see a lot of other artists saying, I'm gonna do something that will actually help you and kind of take my own thing and lay it on the altar here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought that was really, really cool of him. Obviously I owe him a favor, and I'm gonna.
I think it was his birthday yesterday. I think
It was.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday to Geovok.
Yeah.
Very
Totally.
good.
Totally.
Now, I believe we have another wonderful track by the Mr. Syst3m Glitch that we're going to go ahead and play. Now, this is, speaking of collabs and covering sounds of the 80s, like I really wish that this was a Snoop Dogg cover, but it's still awesome. But it's called Young, Wild,
because
and
of the
Free.
name, the Wiz Khalifa and all that.
How amazing would that be if you covered like an early 2000s like rap song and like somehow, I don't know how it would work. Is that even legal to do in synthwave? I don't even know.
I don't know.
We could do it. It'll be Bobby.
They're gonna take your card, your synthwave card.
There's a lot of things I go around my elbow to get to my rear to pull off, but I don't think I would want to try that one.
I would love to see you try it, though.
Now, you managed to get a certain saxophonist onto this track.
I did. Yeah.
From a certain who's played with a certain band.
Yeah.
So it's Jesse Malloy, right, from the Midnight.
Hey.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. So this is really special. I reached out and was able to talk with him about the track, and we connected. And obviously, you want to play your best cards when you approach somebody of that dimension, And he listened to the song. And he's like, "This is a bop. I want to be on this." And I just thought that was so cool.
Nice.
So yeah, he's also he plays with the Midnight Live, and was the saxophonist on Deep Blue, off the Monsters album. But as well, littler known fact, he actually plays sax for Panic at the Disco as well.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah,
nice.
they're a small act somewhere out in.
Yeah, I heard of them.
Yeah.
I think they do something.
They're all over. What do you call it? Beat Saber.
The world. Yeah.
If you play Beat Saber on Quest.
Yes, Jules knows them very well.
But yeah, it was a really great privilege to work with him, and he gave me more than what I needed to get this song executed, and I'm just really excited about it.
Right.
We can talk a little bit more about it after if you want. But
Yeah.
Right. Let's feed this to the listeners.
Sure.
But so this is a premiere, right? Because as far as I know, no one else, not even Forever Synth, has got to play this.
That is correct.
So take that, Joe and Rob. Okay, so here we go. Okay, this is Young and Wild and Free by Syst3m Glitch, featuring the skills of Jesse Malloy, and this is from your upcoming album, which we actually never mentioned earlier, but we'll get back to that, called Beyond Stars. Here on Night Ride FM.
All right, and that is Young and Wild and Free by Syst3m Glitch. Yeah.
Featuring Jesse Malloy on the sax. Wow.
Yeah, that was great.
I like I slayed it. I'm really excited. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is off your upcoming album, Beyond Stars, which is dropping when?
June 5th.
June 5th.
Nice. So it's a little bit out there.
Little bit.
Wait, folks.
The good thing is if you do like Young and Wild and Free, you only have to wait a little bit less than a month for that one, because that's actually the second single from the album.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing two. We're doing Starshine Bright, which is already out, as you heard and know. and then Young and Wild and Free. This one here.
I'm pumped, man. It sounds great. Both songs. In fact, I did get a sneak peek at some of the other selections on the album too. Assuming you're not mixing it. Every time I talk to you, because we do talk a little bit behind the scenes, you're always like, giving me like a lineup of songs on your SoundCloud, and then I'll listen to it, and then like you'll hit me up, I don't know, like a couple weeks later, and like there'll be like all this new stuff that you're just like cranking things out like left and right. And people got to understand, you don't always go with writing 10 songs and then those 10 songs go on the album. Like, how is it like when you're actually choosing songs to go on an album? Like, you pump out a lot of stuff, I know, from at least talking to you. Is there like one of them things where you just crank out like 50 songs and then just try to water it down? And how do you even decide what goes on the album?
I can't tell you the fear that's going through my mind right now when I'm going to answer your question honestly. But I'm going to answer your question honestly. Is that okay?
We want all honesty.
Okay, so the truth is, I have a pretty... I don't know. Here's what I would say. I'm not one of those people that writes 35 songs and then picks 10.
Okay.
Like, I'm one of those people that writes 12 songs and picks 11.
Okay.
And the cool thing about this particular project, and this is, so this is why, like, I have seasons where I'm like way up and I'm making a lot of music real fast and everything's just kind of coming to me. And then all of a sudden the faucet just shuts off and I've just got to take a break.
That makes sense.
So, but for me, now I get to remix and collaborate and all that in those spaces. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just the inspiration doesn't stop; it just changes direction. You know. So, but with this album, it wrote itself in a way, because I've seen a lot of comments in the IRC about genres here, and I'll tell you, when I went into this particular project, I kind of said sort of screw genre. I knew that I was going to have a certain like aesthetic to the album, but I didn't really stress it too much. And what I found was that when I got done, a lot of the songs actually sounded like each other. You know what I mean? In terms of like style or texture or, maybe some common themes that are sort of strung throughout the album. But the whole album itself is a story. And you don't have to care about the story to enjoy each single in its own right. But if you do listen cover to cover, it's a really cool story of hope. And I think it's one that kind of speaks to everybody right now, especially with the pandemic being what it is.
Yep.
Kind of everybody's running away from something right now, and in this particular story, it's a sort of a giant parable of hope, because we're watching these two star-crossed lovers escape Earth because it's Earth is done. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the album kind of takes some shifts and some twists and some turns. But the story in the end, I will tell you, the guy gets the girl. There is a happy ending.
Nice, of course.
But the album kind of wrote itself, because instead of me saying, okay, now I need a premise for this track and what story am I going to tell in this track? The cool thing was when I went on to the next track, I'm like, okay, well, now what's happening in the story? Let me just tell this part of the story on this track. And what's cool is they all came out to be different songs. One's a power ballad. I've got a couple instrumentals in there that, honestly, I don't do a lot of instrumentals anymore. But I think the instrumentals of the songs I'm actually the most proud of. One's a collaboration with Shadowrunner, who just had that track out with Primo a couple days ago. And then another one's just on me. You know what I mean? It's and that one's called Expanse. And I did my first Outrun track because I've been wanting to knock an Outrun track out really hard.
It's a
but
rite of passage, man.
But I did it in triplets. So instead, it's a gunna. It's really cool.
Nice.
I think you guys are gonna love it. Yeah.
So okay, so you threw out a couple of names here, like Shadowrunner. So you've worked with several people now. Like I went and made a little quick list, right?
Okay.
So you work with Turbo Knight. You've worked with More Voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe there's more coming on that side.
Mm-hmm.
You've worked with Neon Arcadia, Benny and the Gang.
Yeah.
Runaway Droid from Finland. and Yoru from Malaysia, Dimi from Greece, Sinisa's from Spain, Arctic Mega Defender. By the way, Dennis, what are you wearing a hoodie right now?
I am actually not wearing the hoodie because it's a little warm here in New Jersey.
Well, I've got my balcony door open to air out the condo a bit, so I've got my Arctic Mega Defender hoodie
Nice.
on. But yeah, and then so tell me, who is Mr. Syst3m Glitch? Who is the Glam Boys?
So the Glam Boys is 4 people, and it's kind of like when Tool and all, or when Maynard from Tool and all the others got together and made a perfect circle. It's kind of one of those vibes where all these guys from other places, but when they are these 4 people, they are the Glam Boys.
I love the name.
I hear a trailer coming.
Yeah, it probably should.
I can see the
Where the hair is
hairspray.
big and the pants are way too tight.
So it was me, Turbo Knight, Demi K, and Yoru. And it kind of came off the heels of Team Sweatwave.
Yes.
I showed up, and this is one of my biggest regrets, was getting here so late, because I missed a chance to work on the Sweatwave project
It
by
was
like 2 months.
hell of an amazing album.
Oh,
I was just
so cool.
listening to that today, in fact.
Yeah.
I was cranking it on. Put the
Swayze
windows
singing
down.
about eating more lean cuisine. Yeah. Dude. So yeah, but the Glam Boys is the 4 of us. So when we goof off, but honestly, we have a little chat tool that we use to communicate with one another, and we're constantly changing the name of our group. We changed it from the Glam Boys to Team what was it? I think it was I can't even remember the next one, but it was like some kind of swank wave or something like that, because we were
Swank Wave.
we were making a
Nice.
Prince type song, and then it went to Team. Oh, it was Team Breath Wave, is what it was.
Ooh.
Then it became Team Death Wave, because the Turbo and Weapon were doing their what is it called? The one that's coming out.
Yeah. they did
Cybersmith
it.
project.
Yes.
Yeah, so they engineered that project right before my very eyes. I got to watch all those conversations. Spoiler, the Cybersmith is actually that Hollywood voice you just heard a minute ago. So on the album, I actually voiced the Cybersmith. That was really fun to do. But yeah, so lately we just started calling it Funk Wave, and we have a song getting ready to come out. It's called Low Grade Fever. And it's a future funk track about trying to date during a pandemic. It's hilarious.
I think I've been privileged to some clips from it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty decent.
Almost made
stuff.
me spit my drink out.
Oh my god. Now I can't wait to hear that, man.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's been really awesome to work with all these people. I mean, good grief. I mean, I've seen the word. I really am trying to keep up with IRC here at the same time, and I keep on seeing the word fam over and over. And I think it's an amazing community. One that I hope I never have to have any distance from. I don't think there's a scenario I can imagine where that would ever have to happen. You know what I mean? Just great people, supportive folks. Didn't make me have to earn stars and bars to jump right into conversations.
Yep.
Instant cred. You know what I mean? It was just so cool.
It's a very warm, inviting community. Awesome people, awesome music, and
I think, you know what? It kind of helps that I guess maybe 80% of the community are producers as well.
it's true.
It does help. Yeah. Yeah.
But speaking of awesome music, I believe we have another track here. We still have a bunch of tunes to play here. So let's go ahead and slide this next tune in on the player here. And Mr. Jules, do you want to go ahead and tell us a little bit about what we got next?
Sure. Okay. We'll come back to Syst3m Glitch, but because we have a question from YouTube listener Howells. But first, since we're on a Florida kick, let's head over to Dallas, Texas, with Vic 20's new single EP called Arcade Crush. It's got 3 different versions of the track on here, so I went and picked the longest one, the most epic one, clocking in at 6.5 minutes. So this is Vic 20 with Arcade Crush, the full adventure, here on Night Ride FM.
So stupid, you don't deserve to be in love. I want to play.
is the one thing we're capable of perceiving that transcends dimensions of time and space.
Video games are the latest craze to sweep the country and most of the world, too. Millions of people are addicted to hours of gazing at electronic images on game screens and arcades.
Say no. In my heart, you're the only one for me.
Adults spend their free time at the joystick of a video game controller. One study estimates that we spend 75,000 man-years doing this.
I just hope that someday someone would love me.
Finally, Mr. Loves for exactly what you are.
And that was Arcade Crush, The Full Adventure by Vic20. That's a groovy tune, Jules. I like
Sweet.
that.
Atmospheric.
It is. It's very atmospheric. And I like his aesthetic. You know, chilling in his room with the arcade games going, and it's cool. I dig it.
And check this out. Yoru just joined the chat. I guess he's at work. He's having his coffee.
Yoru.
Yeah, it's 10 a.m. over there in Malaysia. Hey, what's up, Yoru?
Couple other YouTubers in the chat too, I believe. Any new people popped in besides Yoru?
Let's see. Hey. There's one here called Neon Fawkes fan.
What?
I have a fan. By the way, Craig Packman is still tuned in and listening.
Nice.
It's 10 a.m. for him as well.
Right.
Over in what is it, Craig? You're in Perth, I think, or I can't remember.
It's the morning
West of
shift.
Australia. But yeah. So thanks everyone for listening.
Mhm.
So, anyways, we gotta get back to Mr. Syst3m Glitch here, our guest. And I mentioned Howells from YouTube wants to know. I guess it's a question to you as well as us. What do you guys think that synthwave will evolve into next?
I think the IRC chat already answered this, though. The IRC chat, which Howells can't see, has responded with Cheese Wave.
Cheese Wave.
It's going to be Gouda.
Yes. I think we covered just about everything.
Yeah.
You get some good Cheese Wave, you pop it in the microwave.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, whatever happened to Vosto's microwave track that he never finished?
We got to come up with a album compilation, and it's going to have the microwave track on it that Vosto Vlad did. I think we're going to do that. If you guys are interested in The State of Synth volume 1 with some music, with some microwave music, and we're going to, what the hell, we'll roll it into an NFT or whatever the hell the kids are doing.
The kids are doing.
And it's going to be great. We're going to have a great time.
You know what?
We'll sell the NFT for $1 million.
Right. Yeah, that'll sell.
Quick shout out to the Wanderer 1990.
So
over in the YouTube chat. But honestly,
are we going to answer this? I feel like we should.
Well, I know Michael Oakley has gone on this topic in private before.
Okay.
And he's well, I think maybe not just him, but a lot of people seem to think, at least I agree with this, that it's gonna be less about the 80s, more about the 90s.
Yes. 100%. Because as nostalgia gets past a certain point, it's going to evolve, and it always goes like 20 years. So really the 90s are where it's at right now.
You know, it's kind of tough though. Everybody asks, like, when I say I'm a synthwave artist, they're like, well, what the heck is that? You know, and my response is, imagine if boy bands never happened.
Yeah,
that's always been my answer. So now what do we do?
Right. We're going to have to get some boy bands together.
I don't know. Well, the Glam Boys are already together. So
there you go. The Glam Boys. It's where it's at. That is the future of synthwave.
Oh, golly. I think if I could chime, I really think what we're seeing, and I know this is kind of scary to say, but I think we're sort of becoming assimilated, you know, in a way. I think it's really cool that that there's this whole scene of folks that are like planting their flag on planet 80s, but you're seeing so many acts, and it sort of, to me, like, pop industry wise, it kind of began with The Weeknd, and I know we've all got our own theory about this particular song, but there are so many other artists now that are bringing in like 80s influence into current pop music, and I will say this, like, the more synthwave I make, the more I get excited to try to, you know, kind of fuse some of my pop background with it. So like, I think you're gonna hear a lot of synthwave kind of feeling a little bit more. I think here's a group that I think is ahead of the curve. Wolf Club.
Yep, absolutely.
I think they're ahead of the curve. I think you're gonna have a lot of other acts that sound like that here real shortly.
Well, there you go. You know, there's your answer.
Just
in
me.
20 minutes or less. Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. We have something coming in on our ticker here. Look at that. Only 24 hours remain to snag a vinyl on Max Cruise's debut album, Cruise Control. I can't read. Where's my glasses?
I just had to throw that in because you know what? He's already reached his goal of 100 orders on that.
Yeah.
Max
Cruz is the freaking truth, by the way.
He's incredible.
So good.
The tracks he's dropped from this album, Cruise Control. Wow.
If you guys didn't get a chance to dive in and get that vinyl, it is on crates right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Curates. Yep.
It's
crates.
Incredible. Pick it up. It's only I think it's it's like $30, typical vinyl price. But it's chock full of good stuff. And we played a track a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he's got the vocals of Pat DeMeo from the Motion Epic.
Yeah.
On there.
So there you go.
So, yeah. So
get on that.
Sir Bobby a lot.
Yes.
So what do you do when you aren't sweating out all this synthwave music?
I know what he does.
He collabs and remixes.
Oh, he probably does.
My Xbox is firing up all the time with Syst3m Glitch, logging in and playing. I forget what you're Destiny player, right?
I'm a retired Destiny player, but I will say this: I've been getting really big into Outriders lately.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I'm doing when I'm not making synthwave tracks is I'm chasing down Dennis to group up on Xbox. Nice. So that has one day.
One day it's gonna happen, man. I gotta get back
so I'm a
into
dad. So I've got 2 kids.
You got the dad thing, yeah.
I do run a pretty sizable gaming Discord. I've got about 500 people in it. It's no Night Ride, but it's pretty big,
Nice.
Those are a couple of my hustles. I am into gaming. I run a gaming podcast as well, so I spend a little bit of time doing some of this. This is like my favorite place to be. It's.
Do you sleep at all?
I do. Actually, I'm getting better at that. Honestly, this last season for me. So I got COVID in December. Fun fact: I actually recorded the vocals for "Kara Keeps Running" for Morpheus while I had COVID.
Oh my god!
And it was like the breathiest track ever. And I'm like, I wish I could have just kept the vocal tones, but given the sickness back, you know what I mean? But
we need air.
Yeah. No, so that's it. I mean, I have a couple. I have right now. I have a single piano student because I just don't have time to take them on. This one's a passion project, and that's where I spend a lot of my time, just parenting and playing video games where I can and making friends.
That's it, man. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
And we're gonna team up, man. I'm getting into that Outriders as well, so I'm all board. I'm the guy that throws the fire.
Yeah.
Throws the fire down and burns the other people up, and then
Pyromancer or whatever it is.
And then I shoot them. It's great.
And I shoot them.
I love it.
This is the oldest person you've ever heard describe a video game, isn't it? And then I shoot them with my gun. It goes rat tat tat. Yeah.
I shoot them, they fall down. Yes.
The first time the controller vibrated in my hands, I was like, what the hell is this?
What is this?
That's amazing. So I think it'd be cool, man. I'm doing the Technomancer thing, which is nice, which hashtag I've already taken that artist name and stolen it, so you can't have it.
Oh.
But I think there's already a Technomancer.
I think
if I'm
there's
not
probably
wrong.
about 5
There's got to be
Technomancers.
73 of them.
At least.
So yeah, but I've been doing that. So I've been a little bit more ranged, but it's really hard to play by yourself.
It is.
When you're a long range character. It's because people get up all up in your face.
The State of Synth Gaming Clan has just been created.
That just happened. That just happened
right now. So get on board.
Right here on Night Ride.
You guys, your parents, and you do synthwave and stuff, and you find time. I don't even find time to play video games. What the hell?
Yeah, man.
I don't have. All I have is a cat.
You got to start being a degenerate like me.
We're gonna drag you out of the hole, Jules. You're coming with us.
Going to put a gun in your hand.
Yeah.
Get you shooting the aliens.
Rat-tat-tat.
All right. Well, I tell you what, guys. Let's go ahead and dive into our album releases because we just had a boatload of amazing things come out recently. You want to go ahead and dive into that, Mr. Neon Fawkes?
Yeah. Well, Lucy in Disguise and System 96. Lucy in Disguise is from Portland, and System 96 from Atlanta. They collabed on a new single called Level. It's spelled with the second E is a 3. So, kind of like Syst3m
Yeah,
Glitch.
That's a thing.
But,
Yeah, who does that?
I know. But you'll find that single on the Innerworks Records Bandcamp page. If you don't know Lucy in Disguise and System 96, you're missing out. Oof. So that dropped today. Tomorrow, Dead Life is dropping a new single called Neo Anima. And April 9th, this Friday, Lukash, his album's dropping on New Retro Wave. That thing sold out. I think it was like number 3 on the Bandcamp charts.
Yeah, I'm not
charts.
surprised.
Nuts. The 300 vinyls just poof in 4 hours. And then my buddy from Toronto, he popped over and was living over in Portland, but then COVID hit and he's come back to Toronto. Mellow Fields is dropping a new single called Gemini Rising featuring Jenny Palacios. And April 13th, Seismic. Oh, he messaged me about this. One of my favorite artists, Seismic. He's dropping a new album on April 13th called Resurrection. And all I can tell you is there's something enigmatic included in the purchase, and it's pretty cool. I don't know of any artist who's done this. So you can jump over to Seismic, that's SEYSMIC. Jump over to his Bandcamp page, pre-order the album, Resurrection. All I can say is that as somebody who's purchasing the album, you get something back. And I can't say anything else. But it's enigmatic, and you got to be a good puzzle solver. April 16th, LeBrock. I think it's April 16th. LeBrock's going to be dropping a new single. And then he's going to be dropping, they are going to be dropping a new album in June.
Yes, I'm waiting for that one.
Yeah. April 22nd, one of my favorite artists from the Midlands of the UK, Darfools, has got a new single coming out called Take Me Home. And I mentioned the Motion Epic earlier. April 30th, the Motion Epic is dropping something. He won't say what. I can't tell if it's a single.
It's that album called Question Mark?
Yeah, it's question mark.
Yes.
But yeah, the Motion Epic, awesome artist. And also on April 30th, we're going to hear this a bit later, Glitbiter is back. She's going to be dropping an album called Glass and Steel.
Nice.
You can find the pre-order on Bandcamp, and we're going to play the first track that you get with the pre-order. And then, Dennis, May 4th. You know what May 4th is?
Yes, I can't wait. There's going to be a new album. Can I say this one?
Yes.
It's my favorite band. It is Von Kaiser coming out with Animals. And by the way, we're going to be doing a little Von Kaiser album release party. Maybe fire up some of the old Vaporitas.
Last time we did that, it got pretty messy.
It did. You know what? I think we might have like the first half of the show live, and then we're gonna maybe we'll do like an exclusive Patreon only second broadcast where we all get sloshed and talk dumber than we already do. That would be great because we already talk pretty dumb. Anyway, big thing.
May
We
4th,
love these guys.
Every year. Oh, look, Karen says she'll be there for sure. Karen, you'll be joining us. The Von Kaiser clan. So yeah, every year Von Kaiser drops a new album. May 4th. May 7th, Demi K, Turbo Knight, and Weapon with a V are dropping a track called Cybersmith. And Primo just dropped a little teaser for her new single and music video. It comes out on May the 7th called Thunder. Thunder, that should be good. And June 5th. Now that we've learned the date, Syst3m Glitch, our friend here, Bobby, is dropping his album Beyond Stars.
Heyo.
Find it at the Syst3m with a 3, glitch.bandcamp.com, or head on over to Aztec Records.bandcamp.com.
Very good.
Do you know when the pre-orders for that might pop up?
That's a good question that I am not smart enough to know yet.
All right.
As soon as I know, I'll definitely tell you, though.
We'll let everyone know.
And we'll let everyone know.
I tell Jules what I had for dinner, so I mean, you'll know.
I'll let everyone know.
All right, let's drop another track. What do you think, Mr. Neon?
Yes, I think it's time for some music. So, Sweden is home to some incredible synthwave artists, including this one. His new album, Mirror Motion, just dropped last Friday. And here's a track from this release. This is Millie 8 by Surge, here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Millie 8 by Surge. I dig that, man. What do you think about that, Jules?
I love it. Surge is awesome, and you got to check out his socials. He's always posting photos of like some retro game system or Commodore 64, kind of like Luckash, right? He's got like Commodore 64 stuff, or maybe one of those old desktop Coleco
Got
arcade,
that Sid
mini
chip
arcade.
vibe. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
Surge is pretty cool. Yeah, so from Sweden.
Very good. All right. So once again, we are here. This is the State of Synth. We do what? Music,
Yeah.
interviews, and my favorite part of the show is the part where we do birthdays.
Hey.
Birthdays.
What do we got, Jules?
All right. Well, as we mentioned earlier, yesterday it was Geovoc's birthday. Today, my buddy here in Toronto, Exile, is celebrating a birthday, as well as over in the UK, Ectoplague is celebrating a birthday. So happy birthday to everyone celebrating today. Tomorrow, French producer You Know What is celebrating a birthday, as well as Robot's Last Dance. And then some guy named Vilingo.
Who?
I don't know. Vilingo? Never heard of him. I don't know. But yeah,
Very
so
good.
whoever you are, happy birthday. Oh, April 9th. One of my I'm going to say his name again. Pat DeMeo from the Motion Epic, celebrating a birthday April 9th. So yeah, he's got a new song or album coming out. He's also featured heavily all over Max Cruz's album. Awesome artist. April 10th, Jordan Noir's other half, Macy, is celebrating a birthday. Jordan Noir, aka Maximum Noir, graphic artist who's done album art, and he's working on a synth cartoon or comic book.
Nice.
And also Sergey from TV Players, celebrating a birthday. April 11th, Bo from Audio Waves is celebrating a birthday. I think he's done streams on Night Ride before.
He has.
Yeah. And also, this guy Ray from Best Korea is celebrating a birthday on April 11th.
Ooh, I'm sneaking in. Ray, for your birthday, I'm remixing one of your songs.
Oh, yes.
There you go. That's a nice gift.
We already have something going. I'm just stealing.
You're stealing the thunder? The old birthday thunder?
Is it Iron Lung or?
Nice.
Are you gonna
No, I'm actually doing Imagine the Echo for him.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, by the way, you know what? Blake Carpenter over in the chat brought up something. Yeah, Jordan Noir's fundraiser, his GoFundMe.
Yes.
His iPad, his primary tool for graphics, went and kicked the can. So yeah, there's a GoFundMe page. Look up Blake Carpenter on on Twitter and on Facebook. Find the link to the GoFundMe page. Throw a coin to Jordan Noir's little GoFundMe. He only needs $500 more to hit the goal. Anything extra goes to charity.
All right.
And yeah, finally, April 12th, Power Rob is celebrating a birthday. Power Rob, who is on the Aztec Records, as well as he's part of Megatronics and Thrill Killer. I don't know how many different bands and.
He's got a lot of them.
Yeah,
Definitely does.
He's got a lot of time on his hands. Anyways, yeah, happy birthday to all.
Happy birthday to all of you. All right, let's play some more music. What do you think?
All right, as we mentioned earlier, LA's Glitbiter is going to be dropping a new album called Glass and Steel on April 30th. You can pre-order it now on Bandcamp. And if you do, you'll get this track right away. This is Glitbiter with Follower. Not Follow Her, because that would be creepy.
That's
Follower.
creepy.
Here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Follower by Glitbiter. Yeah.
What a great track. I can't wait for that whole album.
Yeah, she's awesome. I dig her stuff. It's amazing. All right. And I tell you what, we have some more fun things that we're going to be telling you about because we're all about the news. And there's nothing better than touring at events that you're not going to be able to go to for another 6 months.
Depending on where you live. I think you guys in the U.S. and the UK are doing okay with the vaccines.
We're getting there.
The rest of us are screwed.
You're screwed.
You took all the vaccines.
We did. Just like America, our capitalism and our greediness, we just took all those vaccines and then we said, none for you. Anyway, I heard we have some tours.
Yes, we do. Well, okay. Well, there's some streams that
the new tours.
Yeah. So everybody's favorite, monthly stream now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Synth Valley Productions, aka Starfarer, is putting on his Synth Valley Stream Fest number 7. And this one is featuring Toxic Enemy, Goodbye Galaxy, our friend Daniel, aka Heartbeat Hero, our friend Jackson, ZXSP, aka Arena from the Ukraine, Micromat Scenes, Denotive, and closing out the night it'll be The Encounter. So yeah, head on over to twitch.tv/Starfarer Music this Saturday, April 10th. I think it's at 9 p.m. Our time and 6 p.m.
What's time?
I don't know. 6 p.m. PST or PDT and 9 p.m. EDT something T. Anyways, this Saturday, April 10th.
EBT, man. It's all about the EBTs.
Watch your favorite artists do their thing.
And the TFTs.
April 21st, Beckett and Ricardo are doing a live stream from the Ferret, and that's going to be on Facebook, hopefully on one of the other platforms as well. Beckett's an incredible artist, one of my favorites.
I'm looking forward to that so much.
Yeah, and he's bringing his talk box.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. I think it's, how about another song?
Let's do another song, Mr. Neon Fawkes. What do we have lined up?
Well, back to Sweden we go with another one of my favorite artists, Hollow Flash, aka Michael Palace. I still got to find a way to get one of his tracks from where he's performing under his own name, Michael Palace. It's under some crazy label that apparently doesn't like Bandcamp or something.
What?
But, well, I got to show you guys this track. Anyways, Hollow Flash. He's also half of the band Platforms. He just dropped a new single, and it's called Stay. And you hear it here on Night Ride FM.
Can't pretend that I won't fall back in love with
And that was Hollow Flash called Stay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great track.
Love it. That's
And
amazing.
yeah, you know what? I got a quick shout out to Pro Dango, who's listening in, and to Law School Stud, who went and gave popped a super chat.
Nice. The old super
Thanks for
chat.
listening, guys.
We still got that.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Also,
So,
he could say "rock on."
Yeah.
That's right. Well, you know what?
Rock on.
Hey, if I could super chat somebody, that's exactly what I would say. Because, rock on. For real.
Chris Hahn has joined us in the chat, in the IRC chat as well.
Nice. Welcome, Chris.
Hello.
Very good. All right. So now I believe we have a what? One more question for Mr.
Yeah, I think
System?
we kind of covered it, but let's. If we covered it with. So.
Thank you, Arnold.
What's your best Arnold impression? That is the question Jules is trying to get out.
Well, so you've got this album dropping on the June the 5th.
June 5th.
Yep. Beyond Stars.
Is it going to be awesome?
Is it gonna be awesome? That's the easiest question you've given me all night. Yes.
Yes.
The answer is yes.
That is the correct answer.
I have a story to tell you. I swear, it's gonna be good. I'm pretty excited.
Very good.
All right. So, and do you have stuff already lined up for another album? I know some artists, by the time their album is mastered and ready for release,
yes,
they've already got like 20 or 30 tracks lined up for their next album.
Dude, I feel like actually when I took this to Aztec and they said, "Hey, you're not gonna release this all at once, like immediately," and I was like, "Ah!" like I felt like I hit a freaking tree. You know what I mean? It was like I was going 60 miles an hour and then just smack. And it's smart. It actually they've done a lot of great things for me so far, but I would say like one of the greatest is like helping me slow down.
Right. They're pacing
and
you.
actually take my time because I think, I mean, you look at some of these big careers, like superstars in music. Sometimes they have 2 albums, 3 albums, and that's it.
Right.
And I think sometimes we like move on to the next song before we really give the last song a chance to thrive.
Right.
Yeah,
and I think there's a lot of great tunes out there that could be timeless, but I think the artists give up on them before the fans do.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
So, I'm trying to slow down a little bit. But that doesn't mean that I don't have 37 other songs written and ready to go. But biggest thing I think for me is maybe this coming winter, getting a chance to work specifically with Van Duran for a short project. It's probably going to be 5 tracks, and it's going to be much more synth pop. So it's going to be maybe 5 more years more current. So maybe Michael Oakley was right. Maybe it is going to be more of a 90s bent. Who knows?
There it is.
But I think it's going to be a little more funky than some of the straight laced rock stuff
Awesome.
that I'm doing on some of this project here. But
I
other
think,
than
I think
that,
funk is doing pretty well in the synth scene.
dude, I love me some funk.
Funk is the best.
So yeah, those are some things that I have in mind. As I say, I am actually working on a remix for Best Korea right now. They have this song called Imagine the Echo that I wanted to take a shot at. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I'm actually working, I'm doing a couple video games right now, which is fun.
Nice.
Not playing them, I'm writing for them. And
I'm doing a bunch of video games right now too, by the way. I'm just saying.
So yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Excellent.
So I've enjoyed this ride so much.
We're enjoying it.
Thanks.
We're getting more out of it than you are.
And we can't wait
but
to hear it.
You mentioned Best Korea. I believe Hannah Baird over in the IRC chat. She's wearing Best Korea's T-shirt tonight.
Nice.
I happen to be a lucky one that has one of those too. It says Run DMZ.
Nice.
So also quick shout out to Lord Tuts who dropped into the IRC chat, and Ben who's in the IRC chat as well.
Thanks, Ben.
Yeah. All right. So I think how about some shout outs to our Patreon?
You know what, Jules? I was just about to say the other day that we should do some Shout outs to our Patreons. Now we have a wonderful assortment of awesome people. These people give us money, and we keep the show going, and the station going, and the music going, and the servers when I don't break them. Shout outs to our top tier CS80 club. We have Syst3m Glitch, Sam Kearns, Parlor Magic, Rex Balls. I love saying that name. Hannah Baird, Chaos Strife, Jill Elshoff, also known as Vogue, I believe. We know that dude. Mike Shima. I pulled that one back a little too far.
No.
I think my throat got messed up on that one. But with one more here we're going to mention here. It is a brand new Patreon member in the top tier CS80 club. It is Morgan. Brand new. Thank you so much, Morgan, for joining such an illustrious club. You're the best.
Yeah, thanks for keeping the servers running.
We appreciate that. All right, so we are just about at the end of our show, but you can always go to patreon.com/NightRideFM. We even have a tier that's like $1. That's like less than a cup of coffee. And you could help keep this show afloat. More trips for Vosto Vlad to take.
On the Night Ride chopper.
The chopper, now we have a boat apparently.
Yeah, Night Ride speedboat or something.
The Schlashley Cole, I can't even say it. I don't know where he comes up with this stuff.
Sorry, I'm reading Syst3m Glitches.
What was
I'm
the
reading Bobby's
IRC
IRC Rex balls? If you don't have Rexes, you don't have.
That was from before.
I know. Now every time
Best
I see
Korea
it,
wants
I'm
me to
hearing it.
sample that on a remix, on their remix. Actually, I'm not gonna do that unless I do something really sneaky and turn it into a pad that nobody knows. But I might do it. You were talking about the Schleswig Volstein again. Like we should work out an outrun theme for the Schleswig Volstein.
We should absolutely do it. I'm on board with that. I think everyone's ready to hear a song about a 1920s German warship. I think that's the next big thing. You guys wanted to know what the next biggest thing in synthwave. It is songs about 1920s Germany warships.
This is like that pirate sea shanty project.
It is, and I'm very excited about it.
Hannah brought up a good point. Earlier today, she posted a picture. She's wearing, was wearing a State of the Synth shirt.
Woohoo! Oh yeah, you can buy that too.
Yeah, you can head over to thestateofsynth.com.
That's a good looking shirt.
Yeah, and get yourself a State of Synth shirt.
And what we could do, if anybody wants to buy a shirt and send us a picture of you guys wearing the State of Synth shirt, we'll put you on the website. I don't even care. We'll fill it with pictures of awesome people with their State of Synth shirt. It's thestateofsynth.com, and you can find out cool information about this show.
Yeah.
All right, so we are down to our last track here. We want to thank you for listening. Of course, Bobby, Syst3m Glitch.
Second last track,
of course. Yes. Because I can't read. And what do we have next, actually? We have another track, right?
Yeah. All right, so before we get to the end of the show, we're going to play one more track, and then we'll just say our bye-byes after this. But last week, we were joined by an Aussie named Kick Puncher. And this week, we're going to play another track from another producer from Down Under. And most people know this artist. This is Jordan F. with his new single, Club Italo, here on Night Ride FM.
And once again, that was Club Italo by Jordan F. Yeah. All right.
Land Down Under.
I like that tune, Jules. I could put that right into a mix right now. I'm excited.
I was supposed to see Jordan F. last year in the UK. He was going to fly all the way from Australia to the UK for Retro Wave Deluxe. But, yeah, we all know what happened last year.
Yes. Don't even go there, Jules.
Yeah, I won't mention it.
We are at the end of the show, though, man. We did it. Another one. And thank you for listening. And, of course, special thanks to our very special guest, Syst3m Glitch.
Yeah.
The pleasure is all mine, gentlemen. Yes,
pleasure.
Jules, I will marry you.
Damn it.
And we will have some more commercials. And, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
More Syst3m Glitch voiceover talent.
That's right. If you have any goofy voiceovers, all you got to do is send them to, I don't know, Syst3m Glitch at systemglitch.com.
I'm not giving any contact information away for that. If you have any money, I can send you my Cash App, though. I'm kidding.
Send your idea along with your Cash App, money.
Oh, yeah, now that's a thing.
Yeah, money.
We will
look at that.
Money.
Boom. Made a business.
Stupid ads for all.
Stupidads.com.
By the way, I'm gonna post Syst3m Glitch's Bandcamp links into the chats just to make sure y'all go visit his Bandcamp. Click follow, click buy, add to cart, all that jazz.
All that stuff.
Thank you.
Buy your
Yeah,
stuff.
Super cool.
Don't forget to go to Spotify. Look up Syst3m Glitch. Add to your playlists.
That's it. All that good stuff.
Thank you so much, Bobby, for being
You're
on
the
the
sweetest.
show.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Jules, for being on this show and for being a super awesome, positive person in my life.
Thanks, Groot. Thanks for hosting the show.
I appreciate
Jeez,
that.
Lord knows I can't get anything to work on my end.
I can't do much anymore, man. There's not much I haven't messed up today, but
Oh, come now.
we're gonna wrap it up with a groovy tune, an amazing track here to close out the show. This is a little tune by Occam's Laser to close us out, and you have a little blurb about this guy.
Yeah. So Occam's Laser, aka Tom Stewart, it does cool dark synth. He just dropped a new album called Odyssey of Noise, Volume 3. So this song is called The Lair by Occam's Laser. From all of us at Night Ride FM, have a great night, and thank you for listening.
Bye-bye.